What up, Kinfolk Nation? It's your boy Screwface Capone in the house, and welcome to the 6th day of Kwanzaa. And as you know, I've been doing a new video for each day of Kwanzaa. So before I started the event, I had a poll because I was going to do 2 unboxing videos. One was for the C64 Maxi, and the other's for this bad boy, the Evercade Versus. What is the Evercade Versus? I'll let you know in a minute. But anyway, I put out a poll to see which one you wanted to see first, and I got an overwhelmingly huge response, well, for me anyway, for the C64 Maxi. So I did that this past Monday, and as I said, I'm going to do the other one Friday, which is obviously today, so we're going to open this bad boy up. So what this is the Evercade Versus by Blaze Entertainment. Now, what is the Evercade? This is the Evercade handheld, and what it is, it's a cartridge-based handheld system, like think Game Boy or Game Gear, which plays old school games. They've worked with several companies such as Interplay, Atari, and Namco to release older games on multi-cartridges, and like you buy a cartridge and you get like anywhere from 4 to 10 games on here. So this is the Interplay collection. What this has is stuff like Clay Fighter and Boogerman and Earthworm Jim. Also got some more Evercade cartridges here. Here's Data East. If you've seen some of my videos, you know what how much I love Data East. Here's one from Atari. It's got 2,600 and 7,800 games on here. And here is one from the Oliver twins. They're a pair of British developers, and they create the Dizzy franchise. So it's not just old school games either. This is Megacat Studios, which is an indie game publisher, and what they do is they do 8 and 16-bit style games, and several of them are on this package. And also, a few days ago, I picked up the Jalico collection online, and I also grabbed Codemasters, which is another British game publisher. Now, with the Evercade version, pack, or you can get the starter pack, which is 1 controller and 1 game for 99 bucks, and you can get a controller for like $25. Here's some more of the cartridges you can buy for it. You can even pre-order this one, which is from Galico, which is another arcade developer. So this is coming out in February. Now with the Evercade Versus, it's not just like 8 and 16-bit games. Now they're including arcade games. So what this is like there's only like I think 5,000 of these made. So I was pretty lucky to snatch one up when I did. I pre-ordered back in May, and it just came like last week. So like there's some shipping issues because it's coming all the way from the UK. And so unlike what you saw online, this is a black unit, and I think it includes more stuff in here. If you look at the back, then you can see like some of the games are even included here. There's Pico, Bitmap Brothers, Atari, Technos. There's even Intellivision and Data East. I'm not sure if that's clear because, you know, my camera and stuff. Now, if you're familiar with like these indie or retro style devices, then you'll be familiar with the name Pico. What they do is they take like old and unreleased SNES and Super Nintendo games and just patch them up and then just license them out so they can. Most of the time, you see them released on these like little devices. So take for instance something like 8 Eyes. It's an old Nintendo game that was put out by Taxon back in the days. If you find like one of those something like say the Legends Flashback and you try to play it now, then you'll see like 2018 Pico on it. So that's what they do. So that's what they are. So if you're an old school 8 and 16-bit gamer, then this is definitely something you want to look at least after we open this bad boy up. And I'm going to go ahead and do that because it's been nearly 5 minutes and I've spent most of it talking. So let's open it up. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to go ahead and remove this plastic because there's a lot of freaking glare on here. Let me see something. Let me grab something like a pen. Never seem to have my box cutters around when I need it. Well, we're going to go ahead and remove that. By the way, there's also I also did an unboxing video for the Evercade handheld. So that's in the very same Toys Tech and Unboxing playlist I got. So check that out too if you want to learn more about that. So of course you got this cardboard slip cover. Always makes it look fancy. And here's the box itself. Of course here's a stencil version of what we just saw. So we are going to... So I find out when and where. Okay, here we go. Let's open this up. Alright. Here it is. The Founders Edition. Now this is the actual system, but it takes the least amount of space. So here's the power button, the DC port, and the HDMI area. And here are the 4 controller ports, so you can play up to 4 players. Funny thing is, there are not a lot of games on here that are 4 players. I'm not sure what this button is. Maybe it's an ejector or whatever, or maybe it's the power button. But if you open this up, so you actually put 2 cartridges in here, and you can switch between the 2. See, that's the first console unboxing I did where the actual console took up the least space. Of course, there's a ton of extra, so let's take this off and see what else we got. Here it is, the Founders Edition. Founders Edition is something. Remove the plastic from that and open this bad boy up. Some steel case or something. Ha. Let's move this camera over a little bit. There we go. Okay. So here's some stuff in here. A certificate of authenticity. Nice. So my stuff is authentic. And this is a controller CAD, another little card. And here's one for the console. Console CAD. Not sure what these things are. Or... Besides the certificate, I can assume this side is like for games in here. But the box is just so beautiful, right? And here's a keychain for the Evercade. So that's a nice extra. So let's see what else we got. Let's take this bad boy off. And here's the quick start guide. Oh yeah, there's a link cable. I think you can play. I think you can use the Evercade Versus to like play games on here or even play multiplayer. I think that was the big beef with the old Evercade device because you couldn't play multiplayer on here. But there were games on there that were for 2 players. So here's a nice little poster in here too. So it's a nice little poster here. So I guess these are all the arcade games that are either available or are coming on to here. And here's another layer. The Data East one I showed you earlier was for the NES. Was for NES. So here's some stuff on here. So of course you got like Double Dragon and stuff, but there are also some other games on here that you didn't know about. Mickey Monkey Round 2 Challenge, Battle Lane. Yeah, back to the Data East stuff. I'm pretty sure I've seen most of these games before. Of course, you got Burger Time, Gate of Doom, Wizard Fire. Maybe not Chain Reaction, though. I'm not sure if you can see it that clearly. But let's go further. Here's Atari Arcade #1. So again, like whereas the one I showed you earlier was from consoles, this is actually from the arcade. So you got, so not sure how well you can see it, but you got like Skydiver, Pong, Night Driver, Missile Command, Millipede. So it's got let's see what else. Biomechanical Toy. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not, these cameras keep focusing, so I'm not sure if you can see that well. And here's the Bitmap Brothers collection. This is another UK developer. Now this one's only got like 5 games, but it's got some heavyweights. There's the Chaos Engine. There's Speedball 2, Speedball, Xenon 2 Mega Blast, and Speedball 2010. So hope you like Speedball. And here is the Intellivision collection. I got a soft spot for the Intellivision because that was my first game system growing up. My dad had an old school Intellivision. There was like a ton of games for it. So I'm not sure how this is going to play out without the little slip cards, but hopefully these are easy to pick up and play. So let's see what else we got. And the controllers. Everything's in black, so I'm not sure if you can see everything. But here's the charger. Now, of course, they didn't give me a USB. It's a USB charger cord, but they didn't give me like the AC connector. But that's all right because it's like one of those things where you can get one of those mobile ones from Walmart. And here's the controller. You notice there's like 2 top bumper buttons, unlike the handheld, which just had 1. And of course, but other than that, the control seems pretty much set up like the older one, the handheld. So if shoot, fucking chose. So the control seems pretty much set up similar to the handheld. Here it is for comparison. So if you've been playing a handheld, then this will feel quite familiar. Lot in here. All right, so that's what's in the box, folks. That's all in here. I don't want to lift out again because friggin' chills and stuff. Anyway, that's what you get in the box. I'm gonna go ahead and hook this up to my video card. We're gonna get some game footage. We're gonna look at the UI for. I'm not gonna go. I'll check out some of the packs, but I mostly want to take a look at the UI and the setup. All right, here we are on the gonna grab some footage. Here's the Blaze Entertainment logo, and here's the startup sequence, as you can see. So apparently, the Blaze Evercade does not like to be hooked up directly to the PC at least when you use the Avermedia livegamer 2 portable capture card. I spent the entire night trying to figure out what's wrong, testing, and then I realized apparently that was the issue. But apparently it has no problems when I use it in PC free mode, so I can record this footage. So that's why it's been a while. So here is the Evercade. I'm using both the Intellivision and the Bitmap Brothers. So it's not a thing where you got to switch between the cartridges, but like they integrate like all the games you got in there.
in the same menu. So like it's organized by title right now. So you see Snafu, and then you can see Speedball and the Chaos Engine and Thin Ice. So yeah, Snafu was actually one of the games I played growing up on the television. I think it's like a snake clone or something like that. But you can also use the buttons below to sort it by the title, release date, number of players. Of course, everything here is either 1 or 2. You can show all, or you can even filter out by cartridges and stuff. So I'm going to show you one of the games. It looks like there are PlayStation games on here too, because Speedball 2010, that's like a PlayStation game. Sort by release real quick. Oh no. Speedball 2, Speedball Brute Deluxe, and Speedball 2010. So here are like the 5 Bitmap Brothers games. We'll go ahead and Snafu and check that out a little bit. Oh yeah, like it's funny because like if you're playing this like the Super Nintendo pad, like the X and Y and the A and B buttons are like reversed. So like the A is where the B would be, and B is where A would be. X is where Y would be. So Y is where X would be. So if you're a Super Nintendo fan, you're playing this by muscle memory, then you might be a bit confused. But I'll show you. But you can actually remount the buttons too. I'll show you that a little bit later on. So I'm actually using this in the computer, the television that's in my bedroom, so it's pretty old. Had for a decade. Fastest select game. Okay, so since I am holding it, then you can. If you hold the L1 button, you can bring up that little keypad on the side. So that's cool. Wait. Oh, now it's paused. Ah, crap. Yeah, that's the thing about these in television games. You don't have the slip cards that come through them, so you won't know what did what. You know what? Instead of making myself like an idiot, I'm going to find out what controls are. Pause, open keypad, open keypad. Okay, that doesn't tell you a whole lot, does it? Alright, pause game. Stop action button. Okay, there we go. And select that E button in the bottom corner. Yeah, so like E every time I make a choice. So, okay, that's it. I'm the blue snake in the bottom corner, are we? And that guy eliminated himself. So that's schmuck. Ha, I won. Yeah, so games were a simpler type, simpler thing that simpler affair back then, as you can see. All right, so like you can, so of course you got these display settings. You can also access them with the options. So there's original ratio, you do pixel perfect or full screen. Right now I got them on original ratio is default. You can also do scan lines and strong scan lines. So if you want to bring back that CRT feeling. Of course, that's not for me particularly, but some of you old school gamers might want to get that feel. And of course, you got the bezels, which are the side displays. Logo legends, box art. So we're gonna check out something else. I think there are actually some PlayStation games on here. Let's see, where is that? Speedball 2010. So here's what one of the bezels look like.
A century from
So
now,
you gotta feel strange
mankind
playing a
will have transcended
PlayStation
the
game
suffering that has
and having
blighted our
bezels around it.
past. National boundaries will blur and fade.
So you notice that little memory card that flashed by. So there's a lot of different options here. Customize your team. I wonder if I can access the memory card. Current game. Okay, so there is like something of a memory card that's on board. I like this music. Never playing an exhibition match. Blue to Luck versus Damage. Wait, now, am I playing? Or am I watching two CPU teams? Well, apparently that's what that is, so I'm going to check out another game. Here is the Chaos Engine, or as we knew it on the SNES, Soldiers of Fortune. It's probably the most famous bitmap Brothers game that I know. I think there was either a remake or just a re-release that's on Steam. Okay, so in this one they renamed a priest to the scientist like on the SNES. This is basically like a top-down shooter that's basically a steampunk style. So I wonder if they actually used the SNES ROM for this one.
Node activated.
So you can pick up coins to like enhance your abilities later on. And you're shooting these mutants. So it's a pretty fun game. Especially if you got a second play. Especially if you got a wingman. You know what? I want to see something. They didn't like let you reset it per se. They just send it back. You just gotta exit and then reload the game. Okay, I was wondering if there was a way to go to like to the mode select. Anyway, I'm gonna swap this. I'm gonna take a second to swap this out and show you another one in well, first I'm gonna try another television game, Night Stalker. Strangely, I never played this, but I do see this on like on the Windows compilation that came out back in the days. Good thing about this is that it just starts straight up like once you press the button. So, I like Snafu. So it's Night Stalker, Pac-Man with a gun. Also, if I push a certain button, I shoot in that direction. Alright, so I'm going to take a second to exit out here and actually swap the cartridges. So I want you guys to see what that looks like. So give me 1 second. And I'm back. Like I said, I'm going to restart this with 2 different cartridges. So check that out. Alright, so I decided to switch to the Pico Galico and the Technos Arcade. So I guess Pico is handling audio licenses for Galico. So they're like one of the great arcade developers of the past that went out of business. Of course, you know Technos from Double Dragon, River City Ransom, the Kunio-kun series. They also made Mania Challenge and Mysterious Stones and Combat Tribes. I'll show you one of these games. Here's Biomechanical Toy. So you can tell it's a so these are basically arcade. So these are all arcade games. The last 2 games were console games. So I think if they have the purple border, then if you see a cartridge with a purple border, then it's arcade games. The famous girl Scrubby has escaped. So you see this like a country style shoot 'em up, kind of like Toy Story but with balls, almost, or an edgier Toy Story. The buffoon quirk. Well, apparently you unlock assistance. That's cool. Now, of course, you got the option to do like quick saves. So let's do a quick save because I'm going to exit out of here and show one more game. So, of course, you got Double Dragon 2 and 3. Don't get confused. These are the arcade versions. I think the NES versions are better. So let's do Combat Tribes. I think it was actually meant to be the spiritual successor to Double Dragon, or at least a sequel of sorts. And this is actually one of the few games in this collection that are 3 players. Motorcycle nuclear warheads. So apparently I'm beating up on a bunch of ninjas. Damn, I even pick it up the dude and twirl around. Yeah, you can pick up your stuff, and that is awesome. Insert coins and push appropriate button to regain power. So this is like a double drag. Okay, so you got a time meter, and that's like your life meter. It's kind of like Double Dragon 3 where they made you like insert coins if you want power up. Finally, somebody my own size. Of course, I can't pick up the weapons they're dropping, but why would I need a weapon when I can just use them as a weapon? Oh, now he's trying to crawl away, so I won't beat him down more. I like totally punk these guys. Act 1 over to be continued. Of course, that's funny they say that because I'm playing the same game. The Demon Clowns. Hey, do all the gangs like hire the same basic members? Wow, this is so awesome. I like bring together carriers and crack skulls. That is so awesome. Yeah, I'll do another quick save. So basically, you see that little icon in the bottom right corner. That's how it does a quick save. So I'm going to go ahead and quit. And back out. So a few more things I want to show you before you leave. You can adjust the display options from the menu. They're like themes and stuff. Dark, light, and classic. VS Classic. It's obvious VS Classic by default. There's BGM volume. You can even connect to a network too. So, because what you can do is you can download a firmware update. I actually did that when I first did that. Here's high contrast mode. Let's see what this looks like. Doesn't look like much of an accessibility option, but I guess it's there. You can do language. And that language select screen appears when you first boot up the thing. You can also like map the controller. So if the current button layout doesn't work out for you, then you can do that. Here's of course legal and support information. And these are like all the different cartridges you can buy too. So apparently I'm hearing that you can't use the Namco carts. You can use them only on the handheld. Apparently there's a secret that you need a code for. I'm not sure what that is. But if I find out, I'll show you guys later. Anyway, here's the credits. First of all, I really like the music. And here's the founders. It's like everybody who bought the Versus system. And here's my name, William Lawrence. Well, my first name and my middle name, because my full name is William Lawrence Talley. But apparently, like, they only fit William Lawrence in there, so it's cool. I got my name in something. That's the most important part. And I'm an Evercade founder. Alright, so that was the Evercade Versus. I hope you enjoy what you just saw. And I'm gonna head back out for some closing thoughts on this.
So, on a side note, I just found out that Betty White passed away this morning at the age of 99. I don't need to tell you how awesome of a person she was. But you know, they say that the good ones die young and the bad ones live forever. This is one of the exceptions to the rule, because she was definitely a good person, but she was able to live a long and fulfilling life. So, rather than being sad because she's gone, I'm going to be grateful that she was here. One of the few bright lights in an increasingly dark world, but she will be missed. Anyway, I know it feels kind of awkward going from that to this, but you just looked at the Evercade Versus Founders Edition. A few more things I want to point out is that on the back, this little button right here, that's the factory reset button, and this is the power button right here. So to turn this on, you gotta actually hold this on for a few seconds. Same to when you want to turn it off. So you might get confused if you just tap it and it doesn't come on. And of course, here's what it looks like. We got the game cartridge inside. Let me take the light away so you can see it clear. But yeah, there's the Galico and there's the Technos. So that's how easy it is to like integrate. So that's how easy the cartridges integrate. So it's kind of like with the handheld, like the way you put one in and you hardly see it inside. Real quick, I want to see if I can actually run one of the arcade cartridges with the handheld. So like it's kind of like that Select design where like it's like they actually have the game as part of a unit instead of like just sticking out there with normal cartridge systems. So I actually put in the Technos one, and I'm gonna see if it like can run with it. But I really like the UI interface, the design, and that little background music. Oh wow, so you can run the arcade games on here, so that's cool. So yeah, even if you don't get the Versus, then you can then the good thing is you can still get the arcade carts for your Evercade handheld. But yeah, I really like the interface. I really like all the options they give you as far as like visuals and things like that. Plus it's pretty small. Plus it's pretty small and compact. Like I pointed out earlier, it's very cheap. And of course you can and there are a lot of different games coming out for it. You've seen they got stuff from the Bitmap Brothers and Codemasters and all that. Hopefully I like to see stuff from like Capcom, Konami, who knows, who else out there? Maybe some stuff, hey, maybe something like Bloodstorm on here, who knows? Or maybe some old Midway games. So that would definitely be cool. So if you like retro gaming and you don't really care about the whole hardcore collection aspect, then this is definitely something you'll want to check out. The Evercade Versus. So, if you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Do you plan on getting one? And do you already own one? And what cartridges do you like? Also, if you like these kind of unboxings and things like that, I got a whole list. It's called Toy Second Unboxing, but I'm going to be renaming it soon to the Toy Chest or something like that. But it's got like all my unboxing videos, including the handheld version of the Evercade. Plus, if you like other old school gaming devices, I unboxed that C64 Maxi earlier, and that's also in the list, along with the Legends Gamer Pro. It's a huge arcade stick. I actually did the video for that on Christmas Day of 2020. So again, if you like old school stuff, then definitely check it out. But until next time, hope you have a happy Kwanzaa, and I got one more video left that's coming tomorrow. It's actually going to be a first impressions of an indie game that you may or may not have heard of. So until next time, I'm Audi 51,000 G, kinfolk.